Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to use the lookup function in BODS. So BODS provides three different types of lookup function: lookup, lookup ext, and lookup sequence. Lookup function will return only one field from the lookup table, whereas lookup ext will return a list of fields from the lookup table, and lookup sequence will return only one field from the lookup table with a sequential expression. So in the mapping window, if I type lookup, it will show me the lookup function. This is lookup function. Next thing is lookup ext, and the third thing is lookup underscore sequence. If I double click on the lookup function, it will show me the syntax of lookup. So it will return a result column, a default value if there is no result column found. If suppose the data has not matched with the compare column, there is no result from the lookup table, we can set a default value. Cache specification: there are three types of cache in the lookup: uh, preload cache, demand load cache, and no cache. We can specify that, and compare column is there, and we can write the expression. Next thing is lookup underscore ext. In lookup underscore ext, we have list of return columns. So you can see the difference here. It's a return column list. From the lookup table, it will return more than one field. So suppose we want customer name as well as customer address, customer date of birth, all we can extract from a single lookup function, that is lookup ext. Third thing is the lookup sequence. So lookup sequence also, if you see the syntax here, it will result one column from the lookup table. There is a sequence column and sequence expression. So if you want to limit the number of rows from the sequence, we can use the sequence column. It's kind of a filter. Suppose we want to fetch only the customer details where the customer date of joining may be greater than 1st January 2022. So we can use that expression in the sequence expression field, and we can use the date of joining of that customer as the sequence column. Now I will show how to use these lookup functions by creating a job. So I will create a new job from here. I am creating a batch job. I'll give the job name as job underscore demo underscore lookup. I will add a workflow here, wf underscore demo underscore lookup. Inside the workflow, I will create a data flow, df underscore demo underscore lookup. Inside this data flow, first I will extract the data from a Excel and will load it into a table. Then that table I will use for the lookup. So here I have the source Excel where I have the customer details. I will use a query transform here. Now I will create a table here. Name this as customer. Better to give all the name in capital. Okay. So this is the first data flow where I am loading the data from a spreadsheet to a table. I'll execute this job. So data getting loaded into the table, data got loaded. You can see here the data is showing in the table. But mind it, this is a template table, and template table we can't use as a lookup. Okay, it will not show as a table when we'll try to do the lookup using the lookup ext function. So what I will do, I will make this as a permanent table. I will click on import table, so this will become permanent table. Now I will create another data flow here in the same workflow, and I will mention that as df underscore demo underscore cup ext. I'll create a sequence between these data flows. So the first data flow which loads the lookup table always run first, and then this data flow runs. So we'll have always the table ready before doing the lookup. Now I will open this data flow. I will use a source CSV file. I have this source CSV file here. This is the sample sales file. Based on the customer name and phone number, I will pick up the customer address from the lookup table. I will connect to a query transform here. So I'm taking all the fields from the customer sales or sample sales file. Okay. Now I will create a lookup function here. So I'll select the last field from here, right click on it and create new function call. Click on new function call. Insert below. Use the lookup function here. So lookup ext is a function call. Okay, so you will always find lookup ext if you select the function call from there. Lookup can be used as a field, and the lookup sequence also can be used as a field. I will show those two as well. First, I will select the lookup ext, click on next. Now I will select the lookup table. So the lookup table is available here. This is the lookup table. I'll select this one. Now I need to select the column in the lookup table. So customer name and the phone number. I'll select these two fields from here. And if the customer name and phone number matches, then I will pick up the rest of the field. This is my input schema. So I'll select customer name here, phone number here, and I will select the other field here. Let's say I just want to pick the state of the customer and city and zip code. So I'll select these three and I will finish. So this lookup ext function is created. Next thing is I will select one more query transform here, connect it, and I will select all the fields from here. Okay. So the state, city, and postal code, I just need to remap this thing. These are came from the lookup ext function. Now I will show how to use the lookup and lookup sequence. So to use the lookup, I will right click over here and create a new field, new output column. Click on that, insert below. Let's say I'll pick up the address line 1 from here. and this data type is varchar. Length is 255. Okay, now I will click over here and select the lookup function name lookup. So this will return me only one field and there will be only one compare column. So I'll choose the lookup table here. I'll select the same lookup table. I need to select the result column as address line 1. Default value I'll keep it as null. Cache specification I will select the preload cache. Compare column I will select customer name, and expression, this is from the input schema for which field I want to match it. So I will select the expression from here. Okay. So the sample cells from here I will select customer name. Okay. Click on finish. So the lookup is done. Now I will use the lookup sequence. So I'll click over here, click on new output column, insert below, and I will choose the address line 2. I'll select the data type as varchar, length 255. So I have created one more column, name address line 2. This I will show how to use lookup sequence. So I'll click on function again, select the lookup function, lookup sequence, click on next, select the lookup table. I am selecting the same lookup table, result column. I'll select address line 2, default value. I'll select null. Sequence column, this is new compared to the lookup, right? So sequence column is that based on the sequence column, if suppose I want to pick up only the customer effective from a certain date, so I can use that sequence column and sequence expression. Here I don't have a effective date, so what I will do, I will select the state as a sequence column. Click on state, give the expression here. So let's say I want to keep the state as New York. Compare column, I will pick up the customer name again based on which I am comparing, and expression. So for expression, I'll select the customer name from the data. I don't know, it's taking some time to appear here. Yeah, now it has came here. Click on sample sales and customer name. Just drag the customer name over here. Click on OK, finish. So this is done. Okay. Now I will add this field in the next query transform. Just simply drag and drop, already there. It is already mapped here at this line 2. And for the template structure, I don't need to do anything. It will automatically reflect here. So my job is ready. I will just validate from here. No errors found, so I can run this. So the job is running now, and the job got completed fine. So I'll go to the table and see if the lookup has worked fine or not. So I had till phone number. In first lookup function, I have taken state, city, and postal code. Address line 1 I have taken from the lookup, and address line 2 I have taken from the lookup sequence. So you can see here, based on the state filter condition, it has populated the lookup sequence. And in address line 2, it has populated based on where it is found the customer name match, and state, city, and postal code based on the customer name and phone number. This I have populated using the lookup ext function. So this is the way we can create lookup in BODS, and there are three types of lookup functions, and I have shown how to use those three types of lookup functions. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.